Cases of Harvard Business Review, a lot of cases of California Review, a lot of cases of MITSloan, predominantly. If you go through it, so a lot of times the cases are actually done in a fictitious fashion. When I talk about fictitious fashion, does it mean that the learnings are fabricated? No, that's real, the truth is there. However, just to conceal the identity at times, the names are actually used in a fabricated fashion. So that's another, that comes to the point number 2, the prerequisite number 2. Your case should have a characters, your case should be having a story. So there's a story and there are characters. All right, so first part is actually about the objective, about the purpose. Let's assume you are trying to study and you are trying to explore the channel management dynamics of Coca-Cola Pakistan, or you're trying to understand the fast-paced, seamless delivery of Food Panda, or you want to understand how outfitters were actually able to create such kind of an upbeat brand in Pakistan, or you want to study how Adil Musa G's are actually doing best of the best business in terms in men's wardrobe. All right, these are few of the examples. Now, when we talk about writing down the case, so there will be a lot of people, and there must be a story and the sequence which is actually going, which is actually taking the case forward. You need to write down the case in a way, that's what we call a throw line. So throw line is actually, there is a start, there is an end, and in that story, in the introduction, in the conclusion, there are people. All right. The world is a stage and we are actors, as has been shared by Mr. Shakespeare. So what exactly he's talking about, and taking that example to incorporate into the process of throw line. So in throw line, you have intro, you have conclusion, and then you have characters. And in characters, it can be fictitious as well. For example, there's one of the case that I have written that. So I have written that on Coca-Cola Pakistan. So to make it more lively and more experiential to the reader, so I have actually made a story, an opening story. So let me just read it for you. In the year 2010, Mr. Qasim Jaliawala, National Sales Director of Coca-Cola Beverages Pakistan Limited, presented a new and inspiring idea during the annual business meet at head office Lahore. This idea is the extension of Coca-Cola's Vision 2020, which is about to create strong liaison with bottling partners all over the globe and delegating them the authority as per the contribution in making Coca-Cola a source for others to spread happiness. Now it's a story, and there is a character with the name of Qasim Jaliawala, Mr. Qasim Jaliawala, who is actually in the story, in the case, is a national sales manager, national sales director for Coca-Cola. So that's how the fictitious case, that's how the fictitious, or if not fictitious, the characters you're bringing in, they should be true to the life, and you need to make them true to the life through your writing skills. And for that, before that, you need to understand the objective and the purpose of your research, of writing down the case study. Then you have to be clear with the throw line. If you are clear with the throw line, so there will going to be introduction, there will going to be conclusion. In the middle, you have to write down your case and you have to compartmentalize it. You have to chalk it down, and while chalking it down, you need to be very sure that when you have to introduce which character, when you have to bring assistant vice president, when you have to bring merchandisers, when you have to bring HR, when you have to bring a senior vice president, when you have to bring the director, and when they are conversing with each other, it gives you a feel that the person who is reading it is actually experiencing everything in front of him or her. Make the reader part of the meeting, of the boardroom. So that goes prerequisite number 2, which is a story, substance, and making characters true to the life.